Greetings for the Watford fans, Omar here, and it's time for another youorns observation. This one on Ismaila Sarr. Ismaila Sarr played his last game for Watford, it turns out, against Burnley a couple of Fridays ago, because the news has come through over the last 24 hours that Ismaila Sarr will be heading to Aston Villa. Watford and Aston Villa, apparently, according to Sky Sports News, agreeing on a fee to get the services of Ismaila Sarr, £25 million plus £3 million in add-ons is the reported fee, as far as I know. Now, this will be a slight downturn on any attempt at profit. Watford, I think, purchased Ismaila Sarr, I think, for 30 or £35 million a number of seasons ago. And look, I think that Ismaila Sarr overall was a good player at Watford. Yes, he had gone off the boil over the last year, but I think that when all is said and done, Ismaila Sarr will have been a worthy signing for Watford. I think he had a number of really special moments for this club. You can look back to, of course, those two great goals against Liverpool in that famous win over Liverpool in February of 2020. You can also look at the penalty that he scored as player of the season for a remarkable and excellent season for him in 2021. That penalty that he scored against Millwall that took us into the Premier League. That was the one. That was the only goal of that game. You can also look at the fantastic skill that he employed and utilized against West Brom earlier this season, just a few weeks ago here in August. And look, I think that he has, he's distinguished himself in some really good moments for this club. And I think all of those moments that I have just mentioned are the moments that I think most Watford fans will fondly remember with Ismaila Sarr. Yes, he has gone off the ball, as I said earlier. Yes, I have criticized him in that regard. And yes, he's injured and he's had some injury issues. And also, there have been times where he's been under par on the pitch. But again, I think that what you really should also remember about this young man, he's just 24 years of age. Of course, he will mature and he will be better. But one thing that you already know about him is he's got a good character. He's got good class, got good character. Just think about the fact that he was left out of the Preston side, the side to face Preston, and he wanted so badly to play because he knew it was going to be his last game, and he wanted so desperately to play the game. I mean, that's what Rob Edwards said. He really wanted to play the game. But the fact of the matter is that he didn't get the chance to, and that Ismaila Sarr still chose to get on that team bus, head up to Preston with the rest of the team and the squad, and go up there and still say his goodbyes to the traveling Watford supporters. I think that means a lot, and that shows you who Ismaila Sarr really is, and that's the character of the lad. And I wish him all the very best, by the way, at Aston Villa. Look, there was a whole issue. We know about the whole issue about the international situation with the African Cup of Nations and what the club did and all the rest of it that I don't necessarily want to rehash here. And I can go on and on about that. But the fact of the matter is, once again, you are leaving the club in good hands. I should say that he's leaving the club on a good way. That's what I'm trying to say here. Ismaila Sarr leaves the club on good terms. The fans, I think most fans will respect and appreciate him for the times that he was here, for the good things he did while he was here, even though he may not have been consistent. I just think that confidence really got to him the last year or so. And I think that was what I think was the difference. He just never was really as confident as he had been in previous seasons. Of course, he was certainly confident against West Brom with that wonder goal that he scored. That's going to end up being the goal of the season. There's no question about it. And that's just only in the second game of Watford season that he managed to do that. And look, he leaves us with a lot of fond memories, and I have a few fond memories of him. So I wish him all the best. I really do wish him well, Ismaila Sarr. I think if he's at the right club and given the right kind of role, I think he will really fly. And Aston Villa could be a place where that happens. Stevie Gerrard, of course, the manager there, will probably do a couple of things to tweak him and get him playing the kind of football on a club level that he did when he was with us at Watford in various periods of time. So again, Ismaila Sarr, I wish you well, sir. All the very best to you. Thanks again for what you've done for Watford Football Club and for the fans. And you put smiles on our faces. And I wish you all the best, and you and your family all the best of success going forward. And take care of yourself, mate.